Hey friends, welcome to tonight's relaxing philosophy for sleep. This slow-spoken bedtime gentle narration is designed to help you unwind, clear your mind, and drift into a peaceful night's rest. You probably never realized philosophy could lull you to sleep so peacefully, did you? Well, tonight we're diving deep into the calming waters of Stoicism, an ancient Greek philosophy that teaches us how to detach from the chaos of life, let go of worries, and focus on what truly matters. In doing so, we're going to find that perfect place of relaxation, where the mind can slip away from the demands of the day, and your body can surrender to sleep. Imagine, just for a moment, that you are standing on the edge of a calm, vast ocean, one that stretches out infinitely before you, with gentle waves washing over the shore. Now, take a deep breath in, let it fill you up, and as you slowly exhale, feel yourself drifting away from the hustle and bustle of life, into a place where calm and peace reign. Let's go on this journey together, embracing the ideas of the Stoics as we step toward restful sleep. So, before you get comfortable, take a moment to like the video and subscribe, but only if you genuinely enjoy what I do here. Now, take a moment to settle in, find that spot where your body feels most comfortable, and let your mind relax. If you feel like sharing, drop your location and the time where you're listening to this, so we can connect across time and space. Now, dim the lights, maybe turn on a fan for that soft background hum, and let's ease into tonight's journey together. The first thing we need to do is take a step into the world of Stoicism. The Stoics were a group of philosophers from ancient Greece and Rome, and their teachings focused on how to achieve tranquility by accepting life's unpredictability, focusing on what we can control and letting go of what we can't. So, as you lie down, let's consider the first major tenet of Stoic philosophy: control. The Stoics taught that we should only focus on things that are within our control, like our actions, reactions, and choices. Everything else, the weather, the opinions of others, the traffic, and even the past is beyond our influence. Stoic wisdom urges us to release this need to control the uncontrollable. Take a moment now and let this idea sink in. Are there things you've been holding on to, anxieties that are out of your hands? You can release them now. Breathe deeply and imagine each exhale carrying away your worries, leaving only the present moment. This, my friend, is where sleep begins, when you stop trying to force anything to happen and let go. You don't have to chase sleep. Instead, let sleep come to you naturally, as you embrace what's in your grasp: a relaxed body, a clear mind, and the calm that follows acceptance. Let's take this a little deeper now. Another essential idea from the Stoics is perspective. How we see the world shapes how we experience it. For the Stoics, your perception is your reality. You might have heard that before, but think about it for a moment. What if the way you've been interpreting your thoughts, those racing ideas that keep you awake at night, entirely within your power to change? You don't have to accept the negativity that floods your mind. Imagine, just for a second, you could shift the way you see things. Instead of focusing on the stressful or anxious thoughts, you could choose to focus on the calm, on the present moment, on your breath. Shift your perspective now. With each breath, allow the tension to melt away, like a river flowing calmly over smooth stones. Your thoughts don't have to control you. You can control how you respond to them. You're the one at the helm of your ship. The Stoics also remind us that everything is impermanent, nothing lasts forever. The stress you feel tonight, it's temporary. The worries of the day, gone by tomorrow. This idea of impermanence can be so liberating, especially when we're trying to let go of our anxieties. When you accept that nothing is permanent, it becomes much easier to release any lingering stress. You don't have to hold on to those thoughts anymore. Picture them floating away like leaves in the wind, carried off by the gentle breeze of time. Your thoughts are not permanent. Your stress is not permanent. This moment of rest, though, is yours. Let it envelop you, knowing that everything good and bad will pass. The night is here, and you are free to surrender to it. Let's move on to expectations. In Stoic philosophy, there's a concept that might feel counterintuitive at first. Don't expect anything. Sounds strange, right? But when you think about it, expectations are a source of stress. We expect things to go a certain way, and when they don't, we feel disappointed, frustrated, or anxious. By not expecting anything, we free ourselves from that constant cycle of disappointment. Think about how much energy you've spent worrying about things that haven't even happened. Yet, what if you just let that go? Tonight, release all expectations for the evening, for the night, and for your sleep. There's no need to measure how much rest you should get, or how long it should take. The beauty of this moment is in letting go of those expectations. As you lie here, feel how that weight lifts from your body. You don't have to try so hard. Just let sleep come in its own time. The night will unfold as it should. And here's a fun idea: the art of doing nothing. We live in a world where we are always doing something, working, scrolling, managing, planning, but sometimes doing. Nothing is the most important thing we can do. The Stoics were masters of this. To them, the art of doing nothing wasn't lazy. It was essential. Tonight, you are practicing the art of nothing. You don't need to be anywhere, do anything, or achieve anything right now. You've earned this moment of stillness. Allow yourself to simply be. In fact, doing nothing is one of the most profound things you can do for your mind and body. Give yourself permission to do nothing. Resting is not wasted time. It is exactly what your body and mind need. As you continue to relax, think about the concept of acceptance. Acceptance is a central idea in Stoicism. It's about embracing life as it is, without resistance. Right now, you might be resisting something, perhaps a lingering thought or a feeling of tension in your body. The practice of Stoic acceptance teaches you to let go of that resistance. Whatever is happening inside you is okay. Whatever emotions, thoughts, or physical sensations you are experiencing, they are simply part of the human experience. Rather than trying to push them away, accept them and let them pass. As you practice this acceptance, feel how your body sinks deeper into the bed, your muscles letting go of their hold on the day. You don't have to fix anything right now. Simply accept this moment for what it is. With each passing moment, your mind becomes quieter, your body heavier, and the peace of Stoicism settles in like a warm blanket. Keep breathing deeply, slowly, and with intention. As you prepare for sleep, remember, you are in control of your perspective. You have let go of expectations, and you've accepted this moment fully. Sleep is just around the corner, waiting to carry you into its embrace. As we continue on this journey towards relaxation, let's take a moment to explore the Stoic concept of control. This idea is central to Stoicism, and it's also one of the most powerful tools we can use to cultivate peace and relaxation. At its core, Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control and to release everything else. In other words, The Stoics suggest that we should not waste our energy on things we cannot change, whether that's the actions of others, the weather, or even the outcomes of things we've already done. This doesn't mean we should live in a bubble of detachment. It simply means that we are most peaceful when we accept that we can only control our own responses and actions. Now, as you lie back, close your eyes and begin to focus on your breath. Consider what in your life is beyond your control. Let it be. Imagine those things as leaves drifting away on a river, carried far from your reach, leaving only what is within your control. Your breath, your thoughts, your ability to relax. You don't have to carry the weight of everything right now. In fact, you can't. And that's okay. The only thing that matters in this moment is the peace you can create within yourself. The rest is irrelevant. Let this realization sink in as your body softens, your muscles release, and your mind quiets. Each breath you take brings you closer to this peaceful state, and with each exhale, imagine shedding the worries that don't belong to you. They drift away, carried far from your mind, and you are left with a simple, calming sense of presence. This focus on what you can control helps to dissolve the stress that often keeps us awake at night. Think about the many things that might be worrying you: work, relationships, future plans, and ask yourself, can you truly control these things? In most cases, the answer is no. The past is gone, the future hasn't arrived, and all you can do is embrace the present. The present is where you have the power. As you breathe slowly and deeply, allow yourself to fully experience this moment. You are not your worries, and you do not need to hold on to them. They are outside of you, and as you let go of them, you'll find yourself sinking deeper into relaxation, where sleep can naturally unfold. The Stoics taught that true freedom comes from releasing the need to control what we cannot. In this space, there's nothing to worry about, nothing to fix. You are free. Moving on, let's touch on the Stoic idea of perception. How we see the world is everything. Our thoughts, emotions, and experiences are all shaped by how we choose to interpret the world around us. The Stoics were keenly aware that most of our suffering comes not from external events themselves, but from how we respond to them. So, the next time you catch yourself starting to spiral into anxious thoughts about the day or the future, pause and consider your perspective. Is there another way to look at the situation? Can you shift your focus to something that brings you peace? For instance, you might notice the soft rhythm of your breath or the quiet comfort of your bed. You can choose to turn your attention away from the worries in your mind and instead focus on the present moment, the stillness, the calm, the serenity. Take a deep breath in and notice the sensation of air filling your lungs. Feel the coolness as you inhale and the warmth as you exhale. This is your reality now. Nothing else matters. Perception is power, and this shift in perspective can be incredibly liberating. Imagine, if you will, that your thoughts are like clouds drifting by. You don't need to grab hold of each one, nor do you need to analyze them. Just let them pass. When you do, you'll find that the peace you've been seeking was already within you. Stoicism encourages us to realize that the external world has little bearing on our inner peace. The peace comes from within, from our own ability to change the way we look at things. As you continue to relax, allow your perception of your body to shift as well. Feel the heaviness of your limbs, the softness of your pillow, the comforting weight of the blanket on your chest. Let your perception become grounded in the now, in what you can feel and experience in this very moment. With each breath, you drift closer to sleep, your body sinking further into relaxation. your mind quieting with every passing thought. The next lesson we can learn from the Stoics is that of impermanence. Everything in life is temporary, including our thoughts and emotions. The Stoics believed that by acknowledging the impermanence of everything around us, we could free ourselves from attachment and find peace. When you consider that nothing is permanent, it becomes much easier to let go of the stress and worries that keep you awake at night. What you're feeling right now, this moment of stress or discomfort, is only temporary. It will pass. The Stoics knew that everything changes. Life is full of ebb and flow. Just as the tides rise and fall, so do our moods and worries. Right now, as you lie in bed, acknowledge that the stress you feel is just a wave. And soon, that wave will pass and the calm will return. Breathe into this knowledge. Feel the weight of it lift off your shoulders. You don't need to hold on to your worries. They too are temporary. As you release them, imagine them drifting away, fading into the distance. This brings us to the practice of not expecting. Expectations can create so much stress. We expect things to go a certain way. We expect ourselves to be perfect. We expect sleep to come quickly. But the Stoics believed that expectations are a major source of suffering. When we let go of expectations, we free ourselves from disappointment. Tonight, let go of all the expectations you've set for yourself. You don't need to fall asleep immediately. You don't need to solve every problem tonight. There's no rush. Just allow yourself to be in the moment, to be present with your breath, your body, and the soothing rhythm of relaxation. As you continue to let go of expectations, you may start to notice a shift in your mind. It becomes quieter, calmer. You are not forcing anything to happen, and that's when things begin to fall into place. Sleep will come naturally. You don't need to chase it. Instead, let it come to you gently, like the tide rolling in, soft and effortless. You have nothing to prove. You have done enough today. Now, all you need to do is rest. As you continue to relax, let's dive deeper into the Stoic concept of tranquility. Tranquility, for the Stoics, is not about escaping the world or the struggles within it. Rather, it's the ability to remain calm and at peace, no matter what is happening around you. In a world full of noise, stress, and constant demands, this concept can be quite revolutionary. The Stoics believed that true tranquility comes from within, and it starts with the decision to let go of anything that disturbs your peace. Imagine, for a moment, that you are standing in the middle of a storm. The wind howls around you, the rain falls in torrents, yet you are calm, you are at peace. The storm rages on, but it does not affect you. Now, picture yourself in your bed, letting go of the world outside. The storm of thoughts in your mind may come and go, but you can remain anchored like that calm center in the middle of chaos. With each breath, you are centering yourself. With each exhale, you are letting go of the storm. Just like the Stoics, you too can remain peaceful despite the challenges that might surround you. The art of achieving tranquility is all about developing inner resilience. The Stoics taught that we are not powerless in the face of life's difficulties. Instead, we have the power to control how we respond to these challenges. Life will bring its ups and downs, but it is up to us how we interpret and react to them. And in this moment, as you settle deeper into relaxation, you have the power to respond with calmness, with patience, and with peace. It might seem like a challenge at first, especially if your mind is racing with thoughts and worries. But here's the beauty of it. You don't have to control your thoughts or force them away. In fact, the more you try to push them aside, the more they might linger. Instead, simply observe them, acknowledge them, but don't engage with them. Let them drift by, like clouds in the sky. By practicing this gentle awareness, you give yourself permission to be at ease. You are not your thoughts. You are the one who observes them now. Let's talk about another powerful Stoic tool for finding peace: acceptance. Acceptance is at the core of Stoic philosophy. It's the understanding that there are certain things beyond your control, things like the past, the future, the actions of others, and the unfolding of events. Stoicism teaches that the secret to tranquility is to embrace what you cannot change, and to focus your energy on what you can control. Tonight, as you prepare for rest, think about the things you've been holding on to. Are there worries you're still carrying? Are there parts of your day that didn't go as planned? Instead of fighting against those feelings, simply accept them. Release the need to change what has already happened. Let go of the emotional weight of these things. Allow yourself to breathe in acceptance. You are not meant to fix everything tonight. You are not meant to change the past. You are only meant to rest, to accept, and to be at peace in this moment. As you embrace this acceptance, think about how freeing it can be. The more we fight against things, the more tension we create in our bodies and minds. But when we accept life as it is, we release that tension. We allow ourselves to be at ease. This acceptance does not mean resignation or giving up. It simply means acknowledging the present moment without resistance. Imagine yourself surrendering to sleep, not in defeat, but in the quiet embrace of acceptance. Let go of the need to control your rest, to rush through the night, or to force yourself to sleep. Sleep will come when you allow it. Another key concept in Stoic philosophy is self-awareness. Self-awareness is not just about knowing yourself. It's about understanding your responses, your emotions, and your patterns of thinking. When we are aware of what's happening within us, we can make more conscious decisions about how to react. Think about it like this. When you're lying in bed and your mind starts to race with thoughts about the day, your to-do list, or worries for tomorrow, you can either let those thoughts control you, or you can choose to step back and observe them. Self-awareness gives you the power to do the latter. You don't have to engage with every thought that pops into your mind. You can simply notice it, acknowledge it, and let it go. As you breathe deeply, focus on your breath and allow any distracting thoughts to drift away. You don't need to rush them, they will pass in time. This practice of self-awareness allows you to take a step back from your thoughts and emotions. Instead of becoming entangled in them, you can simply observe them without judgment. Self-awareness also allows you to be kind to yourself. The Stoics weren't advocating for harsh self-criticism or perfectionism. They understood that being human means we will make mistakes, feel emotions, and experience moments of discomfort. But, with self-awareness, we can choose to respond with compassion instead of judgment. When you are aware of your thoughts and feelings, you can approach them with understanding and patience. You don't need to beat yourself up for not falling asleep right away. It's okay, you don't need to be perfect. You just need to be present. And the more you practice self-awareness, the easier it will become to stay grounded in the present moment, free from the distractions of the past or future. Let's now talk about embracing silence. In today's world, silence can feel rare. We're constantly surrounded by noise, whether it's the hum of technology, the chatter of others, or the thoughts racing through our minds. But silence, in Stoic thought, is not something to be feared. It's something to be welcomed. When we embrace silence, we allow ourselves to connect with the stillness inside. Silence is the backdrop against which our thoughts and emotions can be observed and understood. It is in the quiet moments that we can truly hear ourselves. And tonight, as you prepare for sleep, embrace this silence. Let the world outside fade away. Let your thoughts fade into the background, too. All that remains is the gentle sound of your breath and the soothing sensation of your body sinking deeper into rest. There's nothing else to do now. No more distractions. Just you in this quiet space, allowing yourself to be at peace as you continue to settle into this space of quiet acceptance. Know that you are fully supported by the wisdom of the Stoics. With each breath, you are letting go of what doesn't serve you, focusing on what you can control, and embracing the present moment. This peaceful journey into sleep is one of the greatest acts of self-care you can offer yourself. Trust in the process. Trust in your ability to find calm. And remember, just like the Stoics, you have the power to shape your experience. In this moment, you choose peace. As you continue to relax, let's explore the Stoic philosophy surrounding impermanence, the idea that nothing is permanent, not even your thoughts, your struggles, or the very moment you're experiencing right now. Stoicism teaches that when we accept the temporary nature of everything, we free ourselves from the burden of attachment and anxiety. Nothing in life is meant to last forever, and that's not a cause for sadness, but for serenity. We live in a world where so many of us try to hold on to things, whether it's memories of the past, expectations about the future, or the way we want things to turn out. But here's the truth. Trying to hold on to everything only creates tension. The Stoics understood this deeply. Imagine the sensation of gripping something tightly in your hand, whether it's a worry, a thought, or a desire, and then letting go. The moment your hand opens, you feel the freedom in the release. Everything, including your thoughts and emotions, has its time and place, and they too shall pass. This moment right now, it's temporary. So, let yourself breathe into this impermanence. Recognize that the stress or discomfort you may feel is a passing wave. You don't need to cling to it. In fact, the more you let go of it, the more you free yourself from its grip. Now, as you lie back, think about the things in your life that are causing you tension. Maybe it's something you're worried about tomorrow, a mistake you made yesterday, or an expectation you've set for yourself. These things don't have to control you. They are impermanent. Everything is fleeting. And the sooner you let go of the need to control every aspect of your life, the sooner you'll begin to embrace the stillness that sleep offers. The Stoics remind us that our attachment to external events, to things beyond our control, is one of the biggest causes of stress. Imagine, for a moment, that each of these worries is like a cloud in the sky. You see it, you notice it, but you don't hold on to it. You don't chase it. You simply watch it float by, and you let it go. By doing this, you make room for the peace that lies beneath all those fleeting thoughts. As you breathe deeply, remind yourself, this too shall pass. Every moment you feel anxious, stressed, or uncomfortable is a moment that is passing, fading into the background, making room for the stillness and peace of the present. When we talk about impermanence, it's not just about the fleeting nature of time or events, it's about the temporary nature of our worries and anxieties. The Stoics knew that our minds are prone to clinging to negative emotions or thoughts, especially when we're under stress. But here's the thing. Our worries are just that, temporary. They are not permanent truths. They come and go. And just like the weather changes, so will your mood, your thoughts, and your stress. So as you continue to settle in, remind yourself that there's no need to hold on to these things. Let them come and go like waves. You are safe, you are secure, and you are in control of your peace. This brings us to the idea of detachment, which is central to Stoic thought. Detachment doesn't mean that you stop caring about the things you love, or that you cut yourself off from the world. Instead, it means that you are not overly attached to outcomes, to the way things are supposed to be, or to the way you think things should unfold. This detachment brings freedom. Imagine a tree standing in a field. The tree doesn't try to control the wind or the rain. It simply stands and flows with what is. The wind may come, the rain may fall, but the tree remains rooted. This is how the Stoics taught us to be. Not rigid, but flexible. Not controlled by circumstances, but flowing with them. When you detach from the need to control outcomes, you free yourself. You allow yourself to simply be, and as you lie here, preparing for sleep, let that idea wash over you. You don't need to control anything right now. Everything is as it should be. There is nothing you need to do or change. This moment of rest is yours. Let it unfold naturally. The Stoics also taught the importance of living in accordance with nature, which ties beautifully into the idea of impermanence. Living in accordance with nature means embracing the natural ebb and flow of life. That change is inevitable, that things will rise and fall, and that life will continue regardless of our plans or expectations. The more we try to fight against the natural flow of life, the more we create unnecessary suffering. But when we align ourselves with this flow, we can find peace. As you lie here now, consider the natural flow of your body and breath. You don't have to force anything. Just let it happen. With each breath, you are aligning yourself with the rhythm of your own body, the natural cycle of rest and rejuvenation. You are letting go of the resistance, surrendering to the natural order. And as you do, you sink deeper into relaxation, knowing that everything is unfolding as it should. At this point in your journey, sleep is drawing closer. And as you approach this quiet space, allow the impermanence of your thoughts and your experiences to fade into the background. Allow the natural flow of life to guide you to rest. You don't need to force it. You don't need to think about it. Just let go and let sleep come to you in its own time. As you prepare to drift off, take a moment to acknowledge that you are in the exact right place at the exact right time. There's nowhere you need to be. There's nothing more to do. This moment, and this moment alone, is yours. And in this moment, you can find peace. One of the great lessons of Stoic philosophy is that rest is not a luxury, but a necessity. Resting is part of the rhythm of life, just like work, just like action. You don't need to feel guilty for taking this time for yourself. In fact, it is in resting that you renew yourself. It is in sleep that you rejuvenate, so you can face tomorrow with clarity and strength. Sleep is the ultimate form of self-care, and the Stoics would agree. Take this time to let your body and mind rest, knowing that this is just as important as any other part of your day. This is a time for you to let go of everything, to surrender to the quiet, and to embrace the peace that comes from truly resting. As you continue to relax, let's deepen our exploration of another essential Stoic concept: letting go of expectations. For many of us, the night can bring anxiety not just from what we've done, but from what we expect to happen, especially with sleep. We've all had those nights when we stress over falling asleep quickly, or when we calculate exactly how many hours of rest we need to feel good enough the next day. But here's the thing: Expectations often only add to the pressure. When we expect something to happen in a certain way, especially when it comes to sleep, we set ourselves up for disappointment. The Stoics were keenly aware of this. In fact, they encouraged us to release any attachment to specific outcomes, allowing things to unfold naturally. As you lie here, gently breathing in and out, allow yourself to simply let go of any expectations you might have about sleep. You don't need to fall asleep in any specific time frame. You don't need to measure how long you've been lying here. In fact, the more you release those expectations, the easier it will be for sleep to come naturally. Stoic philosophers, like Epictetus, taught that we should accept life as it comes, without trying to control or manipulate it. Tonight, you don't have to chase sleep. You don't have to demand it. Just allow it to come in its own time. The Stoics would also argue that releasing expectations frees us from unnecessary suffering. Think about it. The more you expect from the world, whether it's the way your day should go or the quality of your rest, the more you create a space for disappointment. But when you let go of the need for things to go a certain way, you open up a world of peace. As you relax deeper, let this realization sink in. It's okay if things don't go exactly as planned. Life will unfold as it will, and all you need to do is be present for it. Release any attachment to the idea of perfect sleep or perfect rest. Let the process happen naturally. The best sleep often comes when we stop trying to force it. This is your time, your space, and it's perfect just as it is, in a way. This idea of letting go of expectations is linked to the Stoic practice of virtue, acting in accordance with reason and accepting life's natural course. To the Stoics, virtue wasn't about forcing things to align with our desires. It was about accepting life's rhythm and responding with wisdom and calm. In this moment, your virtue is your ability to let go of expectations and embrace whatever comes next, including sleep. You don't have to rush it. You don't have to do anything. Just breathe and allow yourself to drift into rest, knowing that whatever comes is exactly what you need in this moment. Another Stoic practice that can deeply affect your relaxation is mindfulness, or what the Stoics referred to as self. The Stoics would often take time at the end of each day to reflect on their actions, thoughts, and emotions. This wasn't about self-criticism. It was about understanding and accepting themselves. In this space of reflection, they'd ask themselves, what did I do today that was in accordance with nature? What did I do that was out of alignment? It was a way to release guilt, find peace, and learn from the day. Now, as you lie here, think about how you can do the same. Without judgment, simply reflect on your day. What was within your control? What did you learn? What can you let go of? The beauty of this Stoic practice is that it encourages us to see the day without judgment, without harsh expectations or resentment. Simply acknowledge it for what it was. Take a moment now to reflect in this way. Release the pressure of needing to fix everything and just let the day be. You've done what you could. Now it's time to rest. The practice of self-reflection doesn't just end with the waking hours. It flows beautifully into sleep. The Stoics taught that in order to prepare for peaceful rest, it's important to quiet the mind, reflect on your thoughts, and release them. This reflective practice doesn't require analysis or problem solving, just awareness and acceptance. As you breathe deeply, reflect on any lingering thoughts or feelings you might have, and simply let them pass. You don't need to hold on to them, they will fade. Allow this practice of release to carry you deeper into relaxation. You've done your best today. There's no more to do. Now, you are free to rest. As you continue to settle into this space of stillness, let's return to the idea of acceptance that we touched on earlier. The Stoics believed that true peace comes from fully accepting life as it is, without resistance. The trick here isn't about resignation, it's about finding peace with the present moment, as it is. This practice of acceptance is incredibly powerful, especially in the context of sleep. How many nights have you spent trying to control your rest, trying to get everything just right so you can fall asleep? The Stoics would tell you that this is the exact opposite of peace. Peace comes from accepting things as they are, not as you wish them to be. Tonight, you have the opportunity to practice this acceptance. Allow yourself to surrender to sleep without needing to dictate when or how it will happen. Let the world outside fade away and focus on the present moment, the feeling of your body sinking into the mattress, the slow rise and fall of your breath. This is the natural flow of sleep. You don't need to force it, just accept it. Let go of control and allow yourself to be with every breath. You grow more in tune with your body, more aligned with the rhythm of relaxation. The more you let go of your attachment to control, the easier it becomes to slip into the deep, peaceful rest you've been seeking. You are safe. You are at peace. Sleep is coming, but you don't need to chase it. All you need to do is let go. Trust that your body and mind know exactly what they need. Sleep is not something you need to strive for. It is something that comes naturally when you stop fighting against it. Tonight, as you rest, trust in the wisdom of the Stoics. They would say that true peace comes not from external circumstances, but from our ability to embrace life's natural flow. You have that ability within you. You've already begun the journey towards peace. Let go of your expectations, accept the present moment, and breathe in the serenity of this restful space. Allow sleep to find you naturally and effortlessly as you continue to breathe deeply and relax. As you continue to rest, let's take a moment to consider the Stoic practice of accepting what we cannot control, which leads us directly to a deeper sense of peace. This is a key element of Stoic philosophy, one that is incredibly powerful. When it comes to both handling stress and finding restful sleep, Stoicism teaches that we can only control our responses, our actions, and our attitudes. Everything else is beyond our influence. This includes the world around us, the behavior of others, and even our own fleeting emotions. But here's the most important thing. Accepting this reality is the path to tranquility. It might seem counterintuitive at first. We often feel the need to control everything around us, especially in times of stress. But what the Stoics knew is that the more we try to control what is beyond our reach, the more we increase our tension and discomfort. So, as you lie here, feeling the weight of your body sinking into the bed, remind yourself, you don't need to control everything. In fact, you can let go of that need entirely. Think of it this way: the more you fight against things you can't change, the more you wear yourself down. The Stoics believed that inner peace arises not from trying to make everything perfect, but from accepting the world as it is. You can't change the past, you can't control the future, and you can't make everyone around you act the way you want them to. But you can control how you respond to these things. So, as you breathe deeply and allow your body to relax further into the bed, think about what you might be holding on to right now. Are there things you've been trying to control, or things that are outside of your control? Allow yourself to let go of them. Picture them drifting away, like clouds in the sky. As each one floats by, feel your mind growing clearer, lighter, more relaxed. Let the tension in your body release, knowing that you don't have to manage every detail of your life right now. You are allowed to rest. This practice of letting go is a central theme in Stoic philosophy. Epictetus, one of the great Stoic philosophers, often said that we should focus on the things we can control, our actions, our reactions, and our attitudes, and let go of everything else. When we embrace this idea, we allow ourselves to stop fighting against the inevitable. Things will happen. People will act in ways we can't predict or influence. And often, life will throw us curveballs we weren't prepared for. But the Stoics would say that when we embrace the reality of what isn't, focus only on what we can change, we free ourselves from the stress and anxiety that often keep us awake at night. So tonight, as you let go of your worries and gently drift towards sleep, remember that you don't have to force anything. Sleep will come naturally when you stop trying to control it. Simply let go now. Think for a moment about the power of reflection. Another key Stoic practice is taking time each day to reflect on our actions, our thoughts, and our feelings. The Stoics believed in the importance of regular self-examination, not to judge ourselves harshly, but to understand where we went right, where we went wrong, and where we might improve. It was never about beating ourselves up. It was about learning and growing. As you lie here, preparing for sleep, think about the day that's just passed. Without judgment, reflect on what you did today, what went well, what didn't. But remember, the Stoics also taught us that reflection shouldn't be an exercise in self-criticism. It's simply about observing, understanding, and accepting. Whatever happened today, whether it was good or bad, it is in the past now. You don't need to carry it with you. You don't need to carry any judgment about yourself. Simply reflect, then release. In this moment, you can choose to let go of any lingering thoughts or feelings about the day. Just breathe in acceptance and breathe out any remaining tension. Allow the reflection to clear the space for your body and mind to fully relax. The practice of reflection also ties into self-compassion, another important Stoic principle. Self-compassion is about understanding that we are all imperfect, that we will make mistakes, and that we are doing the best we can with the circumstances at hand. The Stoics weren't about harsh self-punishment or unrealistic perfection. Instead, they emphasized the importance of accepting ourselves with kindness and patience. So, as you rest, take a moment to show yourself some compassion. You've done enough today. You've worked hard, you've made decisions, and you've tried your best. Now is the time to rest. There's no need for self-criticism, no need for guilt. Simply acknowledge that you are worthy of rest, worthy of peace, and worthy of kindness from yourself. As you soften into the bed, feel the compassion you would offer to others wash over you. Let go of any harsh thoughts you might have about yourself, and instead, embrace the gentleness of rest. Let's move into another central Stoic idea, the importance of living in alignment with nature. The Stoics taught that we should live in accordance with nature's flow, not resisting, not forcing things, but simply allowing life to unfold as it will. Nature moves in cycles, night and day, seasons changing, the tides flowing in and out. We, too, have our natural rhythms, and one of those rhythms is sleep. Sleep is a natural process, just like the rest of life's cycles. And yet, we often resist it. We fight it. We try to make sleep happen on our terms, at our convenience. But here's the thing. Sleep will come when you align with its natural rhythm. If you try to force it, you'll only create more tension. but when you allow yourself to flow with the natural rhythm of sleep, when you surrender to the night, just as nature intended, sleep will come more easily. Think about how the night gently takes over the day. The stars come out, the world quiets down, and everything slows. You, too, are part of that natural rhythm. Tonight, let yourself fall into that cycle. There's no need to resist it. You are part of something greater than yourself, the vast cycle of nature. And just as the night follows the day, rest follows activity. So, as you lie here now, releasing tension, letting go of the day's worries, and reflecting on what you can control, allow the natural rhythm of sleep to take over. Trust in the process. You don't have to make it happen. Just allow it. You are in tune with the natural world, and you are simply riding the wave of its rhythm. Remember, the Stoics believed that peace comes from within. It's not something we find by chasing after external circumstances or controlling everything around us. Peace is found by accepting the present moment, by releasing the need to change things, and by simply being. Tonight, as you rest, you are practicing this very peace. You are allowing yourself to let go, to relax, and to enter the natural rhythm of sleep. As you do, feel your body soften even more into the bed, your thoughts fading into the distance, and your mind quieting. You are at peace. Sleep is coming, and you are ready to embrace it. As you continue to settle deeper into relaxation, let's explore the Stoic idea of equanimity, state of mental calmness and evenness, regardless of external circumstances. The Stoics believed that our happiness, peace, and sense of well-being should not be dependent on the fluctuations of the outside world. Instead, they argued that true peace comes from within. This concept of equanimity can be incredibly valuable, especially as we navigate the complexities of modern life, where stress, uncertainty, and chaos are often unavoidable. However, the Stoic approach offers a powerful solution. The key to equanimity is recognizing that we have control over how we respond to life's challenges. You cannot control the events of the world, but you can control your inner reaction to them. As you lie here in bed, close your eyes and take a slow, deep breath. In, feel the weight of your body sinking into the mattress. With each exhale, allow any tension to melt away, and in its place, let a sense of calmness wash over you. This moment is yours, and in this moment, you have the power to let go of everything outside of your control. Whatever happened today, whatever worries may have crept into your mind, can be released now. You are in this space of equanimity, where the external world holds no sway. You are in control of your own peace. When we think about equanimity, we realize that it is rooted in the acceptance of life as it is not as we wish it to be. Often, our inner peace is disturbed because we try to control the uncontrollable. We become upset when things don't go according to our plans, when people don't behave how we want them to, or when life throws us a curveball we weren't expecting. But the Stoics remind us that everything is temporary, and nothing is under our full control. The more we accept the unpredictable nature of life, the easier it becomes to remain calm and peaceful. Think about it. How much energy have you wasted trying to force things into being exactly as you imagined? In this very moment, you can choose to release that need. Allow yourself to accept things as they are. As you continue to relax and breathe deeply, let go of the tension that comes from resistance. Let go of the need to control the past, the future, or anything that isn't happening right now. Release it all, and feel how your body responds, how your muscles soften, your mind clears. and your sense of peace deepens. Stoicism teaches us that peace comes when we stop fighting against life. Instead of clinging to a specific outcome or expecting everything to go smoothly, we can embrace what is, in all its imperfection. This acceptance of life's unpredictability brings with it a sense of freedom. You are free to let go of any past, regrets, or future anxieties, knowing that they have no power over your current experience. All that matters right now is this peaceful moment. Take a moment to let that truth sink in. You don't need to rush. You don't need to strive. All you need to do is be. And as you lie here, drifting further into comfort, allow your body to accept this idea, embracing the softness and stillness of the night. Another powerful Stoic principle is resilience, the ability to endure adversity with grace and composure. Resilience is about remaining steadfast, no matter the circumstances. It's about recognizing that life will throw challenges our way, but we don't need to crumble under them. Instead, we have the power to respond with strength and poise. In fact, the Stoics believed that the difficulties we face in life are opportunities for growth. Every challenge is an invitation to build resilience, to strengthen our character, and to become more at peace with ourselves. This might sound strange, especially when faced with hardship, but the Stoics didn't see adversity as something to fear or avoid. They saw it as part of the natural order of things, something to embrace with a calm mind. Think of your body now, lying comfortably in bed. Every challenge, every moment of discomfort has brought you to this point. You've already endured so much in your life. You've faced difficulties, you've weathered storms, and yet here you are resting peacefully, finding calm in the midst of it all. You are resilient, even when you don't realize it. As you breathe deeply, feel that inner strength within. You've already proven that you can handle life's challenges. Now, you are simply allowing yourself to rest, to recharge, to find peace once more. Resilience doesn't mean that we avoid hardship or that we suppress our emotions. It simply means that we accept that life is full of ups and downs, and that we have the power to choose how we respond. Just as we are not always in control of the events that happen to us, we are always in control of how we face them. Tonight, as you lie here, allow your mind to reflect on any challenges you've faced recently. Rather than feeling weighed down by them, remember that they are part of your journey. You are building resilience with every breath you take. Each moment, each challenge is an opportunity to strengthen your inner peace. So, instead of holding on to any frustration or stress about what you cannot control, allow yourself to embrace the sense of calm that comes with knowing you are capable of handling whatever life throws at you. A Stoic practice that ties beautifully into resilience is mindful detachment. Detachment, in the Stoic sense, doesn't mean that you become cold or indifferent to the world. It simply means that you are not emotionally controlled by external circumstances. Detachment allows you to remain steady and balanced no matter what is happening around you. Think of a tree in a storm. The winds may howl, the rain may pour, but the tree remains rooted. It bends with the wind, but it doesn't break. You, too, can practice this detachment. By observing your thoughts and emotions without getting swept away by them, you can remain grounded. As you lie here, feel how your body supports you, how the bed cradles you. Let this image of the rooted tree remind you of your own inner strength. Just as the tree stands firm through the storm, you can remain centered and steady, no matter what happens in life. This detachment is not about avoiding life or retreating into isolation. It's about choosing to engage with life from a place of peace and stability, without being ruled by the chaos around you. As you prepare to slip into deeper relaxation, let this sense of detachment guide you. You are not your worries, your anxieties, or your fears. You are simply a person experiencing these things. Let them come and go, like clouds passing in the sky. The more you let go, the lighter you become, and the easier it is for sleep to find you. You are capable of remaining steady through the night, of letting go of anything that stands in the way of your peace. As you breathe deeply and fully, let all of these Stoic lessons sink in. You are in control of your response, not the events around you. You are resilient in the face of adversity, strong in your ability to release what you cannot change, and peaceful in the present moment. Tonight, let go of everything. Let go of expectations, let go of stress, and let go of the need to control. You are free to rest, free to sleep, and free to embrace the tranquility that is already within you. As you continue to unwind and relax, let's delve into the Stoic practice of gratitude, a powerful tool for finding peace in even the most challenging of times. Stoics didn't just teach us to endure difficulties, they also encouraged us to focus on the good, to acknowledge the blessings that we may overlook in our daily lives. This practice of gratitude might sound simple, but it's incredibly transformative, especially as you prepare for sleep. Gratitude isn't just about recognizing the obvious gifts we have, it's about being aware of the small, often overlooked, things that make our lives better. The Stoics believed that by regularly practicing gratitude, we can shift our focus from what's wrong in our lives to what's right. As you lie here, breathing deeply, let yourself reflect on what you are grateful for. It doesn't matter if it's something small or large. What matters is the shift in focus. Instead of worrying about what didn't go well today, choose to focus on the things that did. Feel your chest rise and fall with each breath, and with each breath, bring to mind something you're thankful for. It could be something simple like the comfort of your bed, the warmth of your blanket, or the peacefulness of this moment. The beauty of gratitude is that it helps us reframe our thinking, moving us away from what's missing and towards what we already have. The Stoics weren't about blind optimism. They didn't teach us to ignore the difficulties we face. Instead, they showed us that no matter how hard life gets, there is always something to be grateful for. Even in the toughest of times, there are moments of grace, however small. By practicing gratitude, we begin to notice those moments more clearly. When you wake up tomorrow, you might notice the gentle light filtering through the window, or the comforting smell of morning coffee. Tonight, as you rest, allow yourself to feel the deep peace that comes from gratitude. This is your time to fully appreciate everything that is going right in your life. Let your body soften further into relaxation with each breath as you acknowledge the quiet blessings that surround you. When you practice gratitude, you invite peace into your heart. It's not about denying the struggles or challenges you may face. It's about giving yourself permission to focus on the good, even when it feels like there's so much going wrong. So, take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, allow your body to let go of anything that's troubling you. In this moment, you can choose to focus on what's going right as you continue to relax. Imagine yourself in a Stoic meditation, quiet, reflective practice where you acknowledge your thoughts and feelings without judgment. This practice helps you become more aware of your inner state and creates the space for you to release anything that doesn't serve you. Think about it this way. When you meditate in the Stoic tradition, you're not trying to clear your mind of all thoughts. Instead, you are observing them, acknowledging them, and letting them pass. This kind of mindfulness allows you to create space between your thoughts and your reactions, helping you detach from the stresses of the day. Now, as you lie here, take a moment to observe your thoughts. You don't need to engage with them or react to them. Simply notice them, and then let them drift away like clouds moving across the sky. With each thought that passes, feel yourself sinking deeper into relaxation. You are not your thoughts. You are the calm observer. And as you breathe in deeply, let go of the mental clutter. Allow the stillness to fill you, and with each exhale, feel yourself entering a deeper state of peace. The Stoics believed that by observing our thoughts without getting lost in them, we could maintain our tranquility even in the most challenging situations. Tonight, you're practicing that very skill. Let's now explore the idea of simplicity, a concept that was central to Stoic philosophy. The Stoics believed that we often complicate our lives by chasing after things we don't need or seeking constant approval from others. But true contentment, they argued, comes when we simplify our lives and focus on the essentials. This doesn't mean we should live without joy or purpose, but rather that we should strip away the distractions and focus on what truly matters. As you settle deeper into relaxation, imagine your life without the constant noise of external expectations or societal pressures. What would it feel like to live with simplicity, to focus only on what you truly need and value? Tonight, you have the opportunity to experience that simplicity. As you lie in bed, think about the things you've been chasing, whether it's validation from others, material possessions, or a sense of perfection. What if you could let go of those things, just for tonight? What if you could simply rest, without the pressure to do more, to be more, or to have more? This is your time to embrace simplicity. You don't need anything more than what you have in this moment. You don't need to chase anything. Just breathe, just be, and let the simplicity of this moment wash over you. The Stoics also taught us about the power of self-discipline, the ability to stay focused on what truly matters, even when distractions try to pull us away. This discipline isn't about rigid control or harsh punishment. It's about the quiet strength that comes from staying true to your values, no matter what is happening around you. As you lie here, relaxing, think about the ways in which self-discipline can serve you. Perhaps it's the discipline to let go of worries and focus on your breath, or the discipline to embrace stillness instead of filling the space with distractions. Just as the Stoics practiced self-discipline in their thoughts and actions, tonight you are practicing it in your ability to quiet the mind and focus on your well-being. With each breath, you become more aware of your inner strength, your capacity to remain focused and calm. You are choosing to embrace this moment of rest with self-discipline, allowing nothing to disturb your peace. By practicing these Stoic principles, gratitude, mindfulness, simplicity, and self-discipline, you are cultivating the kind of inner peace that leads to deep, restful sleep. The Stoics believed that happiness and tranquility are not things we find outside of ourselves. They are states of being that we cultivate from within. So, as you continue to relax, allow yourself to let go of anything that doesn't serve you. Breathe in the peace that comes with accepting the present moment and the simplicity of being. With each breath, feel your body and mind sink further into relaxation, knowing that you are practicing the Stoic path to tranquility. You are in control of this moment. You are in control of your peace. And tonight, you are choosing to rest deeply and fully. As you continue to relax into the peaceful rhythm of your breath, let's explore one of the most profound lessons the Stoics taught us: the importance of self-reflection. Self-reflection is more than just thinking about your day or reviewing your actions. It's about becoming aware of your inner state, recognizing patterns in your thoughts and behaviors, and understanding the deep truths of your own mind. The Stoics believed that the key to living a virtuous life and, in turn, achieving inner peace was the ability to reflect honestly and without judgment. Every day, the Stoics would practice a form of evening reflection, taking time to think about how they had acted, where they had fallen short, and where they had succeeded. They didn't do this to punish themselves. They did it to learn and grow. This practice of reflection helps us shed the layers of distraction and judgment that cloud our minds, allowing us to see ourselves more clearly. Tonight, as you lie here, ready for sleep, let's take a few moments to practice this Stoic reflection. It's not about criticizing yourself or striving for perfection. It's about observing your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions. What went well today? What could have gone better? How did you respond to the events of the day? What lessons can you carry forward into tomorrow? Allow yourself to reflect on these questions with kindness and curiosity. You're not here to judge yourself, but to learn and grow. With each exhale, release any tension or frustration you may feel about yourself. Reflecting in this way brings you closer to understanding yourself and accepting who you are, right? In this moment, as you breathe deeply, let go of any critical thoughts that may arise, and instead simply observe. The Stoics believed that this form of self-awareness is the path to true peace. By understanding ourselves fully, we gain the wisdom to live with more intention and calm. Reflection is not only about the past, though. It's also about mindful awareness of the present. Right now, as you breathe in and out, feel how each breath grounds you further in the present moment. The Stoics often reminded themselves that the only thing we truly have is this moment. Everything else, past or future, is a product of the mind. And by focusing on the present, we can release the pressure of worrying about what has been or what will be. This focus on the present is not about ignoring our emotions or ignoring what's happening around us. It's about grounding ourselves in the here and now, accepting this moment for what it is. Think about how your body feels right now as you sink further into the comfort of your bed. Feel the weight of your body, the softness of your pillow, the gentle rise and fall of your chest. With each breath, feel more connected to this peaceful present moment. This is your time to simply be. You don't need to rush or strive for anything. You don't need to think about tomorrow or yesterday or the things you haven't accomplished. All that matters right now is this moment. Embrace it fully. Allow yourself to surrender to the peace of being present, and with each breath, feel your body relaxing deeper. In practicing mindfulness and reflection, we cultivate contentment, another vital Stoic principle. Contentment, in Stoic terms, isn't about feeling satisfied with mediocrity or resigning ourselves to less than our best. It's about accepting the present moment as it is and finding peace within it. The Stoics argued that contentment comes when we stop chasing external validation or material possessions and start focusing on the richness within ourselves. We often think of happiness as something that comes from the outside, perhaps from achievements, status, or possessions. But Stoicism teaches us that true contentment comes from within. It comes from accepting ourselves as we are and embracing life with all its imperfections. Tonight, as you prepare to rest, think about how you can cultivate contentment in your life. Can you accept yourself just as you are, without needing to be anything else or do anything more? Can you find peace in this moment, exactly as it is? As you lie here, Allow yourself to feel a deep sense of contentment. You don't need to strive for anything right now. You are enough, just as you are. Allow yourself to relax into this truth, knowing that you don't need anything more to be at peace. The Stoics would tell you that the key to happiness is accepting life as it is, without resistance. And in this moment, you can choose to be content, choosing rest, choosing peace, and choosing acceptance as you let go of the tension in your body and mind. Imagine yourself moving deeper into a state of stillness. The Stoics often spoke about the importance of stillness, just physical stillness, but mental stillness. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to become overwhelmed by the constant noise in our minds. But the Stoics believed that stillness was essential for living a peaceful life. Stillness doesn't mean a lack of activity. It means a calm, focused mind that is not disturbed by the chaos around it. In this moment, you have the opportunity to cultivate that stillness. Let your mind become quiet, and let your body soften into the bed. With each deep breath, feel more relaxed, more centered, more at peace. Picture your mind as a calm lake, undisturbed by ripples or waves. The longer you allow your mind to be still, the deeper your relaxation will be. In this place of stillness, sleep will find you more easily. There's no need to fight for it, no need to rush. Sleep comes naturally when we allow our minds to quiet, when we release the pressure of trying to force it. Allow yourself to sink deeper into stillness, knowing that rest is exactly what you need right now. You are ready to embrace sleep with a peaceful mind and a relaxed body. Now, think about acceptance once more, the Stoic belief that we must accept life as it is, without resistance. Acceptance doesn't mean that we like everything that happens, or that we agree with everything around us. It means that we let go of the need to control what we can't change and choose to find peace in what is. Tonight, you have the opportunity to accept the world, yourself, and this moment as they are. There's no need to chase perfection or force anything to happen. You don't need to change a single thing. Everything is as it should be. And as you relax further, allow yourself to surrender to the quiet peace of acceptance. You are in the perfect place at the perfect time. Everything is unfolding exactly as it should. There's nothing more you need to do, nothing more you need to change. Just breathe in acceptance, and as you exhale, let go of any remaining tension or worry. Tonight, you are free to rest, free to sleep, and free to find peace within. As you continue to sink deeper into the calm, let's now explore the Stoic practice of mindful detachment, a concept that's all about choosing not to get caught up in our emotions or external circumstances. This idea might seem a bit paradoxical. At first, after all, how can we be truly present if we're not fully engaged in our emotions or in what's happening around us? But here's the Stoic insight. Detachment isn't about ignoring your feelings or pretending they don't exist. It's about recognizing that emotions are temporary, fleeting responses to the world around us, and they don't define us. In fact, the Stoics believed that we are most at peace when we detach from the need to constantly react to our emotions. Instead of letting them control us, we observe them, acknowledge them, and let them pass. This practice of detachment helps us create space between the event and our response, allowing us to choose our reactions with calm, reason, and wisdom. As you lie here in bed, gently breathing in and out, think about any emotions or thoughts that may be occupying your mind. Maybe you're thinking about something that happened during the day, or perhaps you're worrying about tomorrow. Whatever it is, remember that these emotions don't define who you are. They're simply passing. through you. In this moment, you can choose to simply observe them without getting caught up in them. Imagine each thought or feeling as a leaf floating down a stream. You don't need to chase the leaf or hold on to it. You can simply watch it pass by. With each exhale, let go of the need to control your emotions. Let them flow and allow yourself to sink deeper into peace. The power of mindful detachment lies in its ability to create inner peace. When we let go of the need to control or hold onto our emotions, we free ourselves from the turmoil that often accompanies them. Instead of being ruled by our feelings, we allow ourselves to be the calm observer, and this, in turn, allows us to experience the present moment fully, without distraction or judgment. Think about it. How often do you get caught up in the emotional reactions to life's events, whether it's stress, frustration, fear, or even excitement? Emotions often pull us away from our ability to be present. But through mindful detachment, we learn to stop reacting and instead simply observe. Tonight, as you settle deeper into relaxation, practice this detachment. You are not your emotions. You are the observer, the one who is aware of them, but not controlled by them. Each breath you take deepens your detachment, and with each exhale, you release any unnecessary emotional weight. Feel the peace that comes with this release. You are no longer at the mercy of your emotions. You are free. This practice of detachment aligns beautifully with the Stoic concept of acceptance. As we discussed earlier, acceptance is at the core of Stoic thought. It's the ability to embrace life as it is, without resistance or judgment. And while detachment allows us to release our emotional reactions, acceptance encourages us to embrace whatever comes our way without clinging to it or pushing it away. Together, these two practices help us cultivate a profound sense of inner peace. When we detach from the emotional charge of life's events and accept them for what they are, we experience a deep sense of tranquility. And this tranquility is what allows us to enter a restful, peaceful sleep. Tonight, as you lie here, think about how you can accept the present moment as it is, without needing it to be any different. There's nothing you need to change. There's no judgment, no pressure. You are simply here, in this moment, exactly as it is. Accept it fully. Let go of any thoughts of what should be or what could have been. Release any attachment to the way things should unfold. Simply allow yourself to be here, in this moment of peace. While acceptance is crucial, it's important to remember that gratitude also plays a significant role in this process. The Stoics, despite their focus on resilience and virtue, also knew the importance of acknowledging what is good in life. Even in the most difficult of times, they practiced gratitude, recognizing that there is always something to be thankful for. This doesn't mean ignoring hardship or pretending everything is perfect. Simply means choosing to focus on the positive aspects of life, no matter how small. Gratitude is a powerful antidote to stress and negativity. It shifts our attention from what's wrong to what's right. Tonight, as you lie here, allow yourself to reflect on the things you are grateful for. Maybe it's the comfort of your bed, the warmth of your blanket, or the peace of the present moment. Maybe it's the relationships you have, or the simple joys that life offers. Whatever it is, take a moment to acknowledge these things with a deep sense of gratitude. Breathe in that gratitude and feel the warmth of it fill your body. Gratitude is a way to connect with the abundance that already exists in your life. Even in challenging times, there is always something to be grateful for. And as you focus on these things, feel your body soften even more, your mind quieting further, and your peace deepening. Another Stoic practice we can explore is simplicity. In a world that constantly demands more of us, more achievements, more possessions, more busyness, the Stoics believed in the power of simplicity. To live simply is to let go of the distractions, the excess, and the clutter that often pull us away from what truly matters. Simplifying our lives allows us to focus on the things that bring us peace, joy, and fulfillment. It means prioritizing what's truly important and letting go of everything else. Think about how much you've accumulated both physically and mentally in your life. How much of it do you really need? The Stoics would argue that true contentment comes from stripping away the unnecessary and focusing on the essentials. Tonight, as you prepare for sleep, think about the ways in which you can simplify your life. What can you let go of, both mentally and physically, to make space for peace? It could be letting go of worry, letting go of stress, or simply letting go of the need to constantly strive for more. As you lie here, take a deep breath and allow yourself to simplify. Let go of any clutter in your mind, and focus only on the peaceful present moment. As you practice these Stoic principles, detachment, acceptance, gratitude, and simplicity, you are cultivating a deeper sense of peace, one that allows you to release the distractions of the day and rest fully. The Stoics believed that peace and tranquility were not dependent on external circumstances, but on our ability to choose how we respond to the world. And tonight, as you lie here preparing for sleep, you are choosing peace. You are choosing to release any worries, any stress, and any distractions. You are choosing to be fully present in this moment, free from judgment, free from striving, and free from resistance. With each breath, you deepen your relaxation, letting go of everything that isn't serving you. Sleep is approaching, not as something you need to chase, but as something you are naturally inviting in. Just let go and allow yourself to drift into the peaceful, restorative rest you deserve. As you continue to ease deeper into the peaceful state of relaxation, let's now explore the Stoic idea of emotional resilience, the ability to face life's ups and downs with equanimity. Resilience, in the Stoic sense, is not about avoiding hardship or pretending that everything is always perfect. Instead, it's about the way we respond to adversity. Life, as we know, is full of challenges, obstacles, and unexpected turns. The Stoics, however, believed that we have the power to face these challenges with inner strength and grace. We are not helpless in the face of adversity. We can choose how to react, how to perceive situations, and how to maintain our sense of calm despite external chaos. This is emotional resilience. It's the understanding that our external circumstances don't have to control our inner peace. Right now, as you lie here preparing for sleep, think about the times in your life when you faced challenges. Maybe it was a difficult situation at work, a personal struggle, or something that caused you stress. In those moments, how did you respond? Did you allow the external circumstances to dictate how you felt? Or did you choose to face the situation with patience and calm? The Stoics would argue that we can always choose to remain grounded, regardless of what life throws at us. Imagine that you are standing strong like a tree, weathering the storm. The storm may be fierce, but you remain steadfast. This is emotional resilience. And tonight, as you prepare for sleep, allow this concept of resilience to wash over you. You are strong, and you have faced countless challenges in your life. The storm may come, but you are rooted. In this moment, you are resilient. Let go of any lingering tension, knowing that you are fully capable of facing anything that comes your way with calm and strength. Resilience also teaches us the importance of perspective. How we choose to look at a situation can drastically affect how we experience it. The Stoics were masters at shifting their perspective to find peace in every situation. For instance, Marcus Aurelius, one of the most famous Stoic philosophers, often reminded himself that his struggles were not obstacles, but opportunities to grow. Every challenge he faced was a chance to strengthen his character, to practice patience, and to build his emotional resilience. When you face a difficult situation, instead of seeing it as a burden or something to fear, try shifting your perspective. Can you see it as an opportunity for growth? Can you use it to practice your Stoic virtues like patience, wisdom, and resilience? This shift in perspective doesn't deny the difficulty of the situation. Instead, it allows you to approach it with a sense of purpose and calm. Tonight, as you lie in bed, think about how you can shift your perspective when faced with challenges. In your life, can you embrace them as opportunities rather than obstacles? Can you approach them with the strength and clarity of a Stoic? By changing how we view adversity, we change how we experience it. And this shift allows us to remain calm and peaceful, even in difficult times. Now, let's reflect on acceptance once again, as it plays a crucial role in emotional resilience. Acceptance is at the core of Stoic philosophy, and it's something we can practice every day. Acceptance is not about giving up or resigning ourselves to passivity. Rather, it's about acknowledging that there are things beyond our control, and releasing the need to fight against them. The Stoics taught that peace comes not from controlling everything around us, but from accepting what we cannot change and focusing on what we can control: our own actions, our thoughts, and our responses. As you lie here, take a deep breath and consider what you might be struggling with. Are there things in your life that are beyond your control? Are you trying to fix things that you can't? Take a moment to simply accept these things for what they are. You don't have to change them right now. In fact, you don't have to change them at all. What you can do, however, is choose how to respond. You can choose to release any tension or resistance you've been holding on to. By accepting what you cannot change, you create space for peace. In this moment, you can release any thoughts or worries that are weighing you down. You don't need to hold on to them. Just breathe and let go. In the process of letting go, you make room for rest, relaxation, and the calm that sleep brings. Acceptance is liberating. It allows you to stop fighting against life and instead flow with it. And tonight, you can embrace that flow, knowing that you are at peace with whatever comes your way. The practice of self-compassion also plays an important role in emotional resilience. Stoicism is often misunderstood as a harsh, emotionless philosophy. But in truth, it encourages us to treat ourselves with kindness and understanding. We all make mistakes, we all have moments of weakness, and we all face difficulties in life. The Stoics understood this, and they believed that the key to emotional resilience is treating ourselves with the same compassion we would offer to a friend. So, as you lie here, resting and preparing for sleep, think about how you can be kinder to yourself. Are there areas in your life where you've been too hard on yourself? Maybe you've been judging yourself for things that haven't gone as planned. Or maybe you've been criticizing yourself for not meeting certain expectations. Instead of focusing on what went wrong, offer yourself compassion. Recognize that you are doing your best, and that's all anyone can ask. Take a moment now to forgive yourself for any perceived shortcomings and to offer yourself kindness. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be. In this moment, you are enough. As you continue to breathe deeply and relax, remind yourself of your resilience. You have faced difficulties before, and you will continue to face challenges in the future. But each time you do, you have the opportunity to practice emotional resilience. You have the power to face adversity with calm and strength. You have the ability to shift your perspective, to accept what you cannot change, and to be kind to yourself in the process. Tonight, as you drift towards sleep, know that you are emotionally resilient. Whatever life brings, you can handle it with grace and wisdom. Sleep comes to those who are at peace with themselves and the world around them. Let go of any remaining tension and allow the peaceful stillness of the night to envelop you. You've done everything you needed to do today. Now it's time to rest and restore. As you continue to relax, let's turn our focus to the power of presence, a concept that sits at the heart of Stoic practice and can profoundly shape your ability to sleep peacefully. The Stoics often spoke about the importance of living in the present moment. They believed that too many of us are caught up in the past or future, either regretful of what we've done or anxious about what is to come. But the only moment that truly exists is now. Right now, this very moment. The future is uncertain and the past is gone. The present is all we can control, and it's in the present moment that peace can be found. When we become aware of the present moment, we stop wasting our energy on things that we cannot change, and we stop looking outside ourselves for validation or happiness. We begin to realize that everything we need, peace, contentment, rest, is available right here, in this moment. As you lie in bed, feel the sensation of your body resting against the mattress. Notice the warmth of the blankets, the rhythm of your breath, the softness of the air around you. Be present in this experience. There is nothing you need to do. Right now, nowhere you need to go, no person you need to be. Just be here, in this moment, allowing yourself to surrender to the peace of simply existing. The Stoics believed that true peace comes when we stop looking outside of ourselves and learn to be fully engaged in the present moment. Tonight, you are practicing this art of presence. You are free to let go of everything that doesn't belong. Here, the world outside may be busy, but inside you, there is stillness. Inside you, there is peace. One of the biggest obstacles to being present is the constant chatter of our minds. We live in a world that bombards us with information, demands, and distractions. Our minds are rarely still. But the Stoics taught us that we can take control of this mental noise. They believed that the mind is like a wild horse that needs to be tamed and trained. And one of the best ways to do that is through intentional focus and mindfulness. In this moment, as you lie in bed, take a moment to check in with your mind. Are there thoughts racing through your head? Are you worrying about tomorrow, reflecting on the past, or planning for something in the future? Instead of getting caught up in these thoughts, simply notice them, acknowledge them without judgment, and then let them go. They are not you. They are just passing thoughts, like clouds in the sky. You don't need to chase them or hold on to them. Just let them float away. With each breath you take, imagine those thoughts drifting farther away until all that remains is a sense of stillness. This is the power of presence. When we stop engaging with our thoughts, we allow ourselves to return to the peace of the present moment. You are not your thoughts. You are the one who observes them. Tonight, let this stillness guide you into deeper relaxation, knowing that you have the power to quiet your mind and focus only on what's in front of you. The Stoics also believed in the practice of negative visualization, a technique where we mentally prepare for the worst-case scenario. This might seem counterintuitive at first, but the idea behind it is simple. By imagining the worst, we come to terms with the fact that life is unpredictable. We learn that we cannot control every outcome, and that the only thing we can control is how we respond to adversity. Negative visualization teaches us to embrace uncertainty and to find peace in the idea that we will be okay, no matter what happens. For tonight, let's practice a version of this. Think about the possibility of facing challenges in your life, but instead of focusing on fear or anxiety, picture yourself responding with calm and strength. Imagine yourself handling any difficulties with grace, knowing that whatever comes your way, you are capable of dealing with it. This practice helps you feel more grounded in the present moment. You don't need to fear the future, because you already know that you have the tools to handle whatever it holds. You are resilient, you are capable, and when you let go of the fear of the unknown, you free yourself from unnecessary stress. As you lie here in bed, rest assured that you are ready for whatever comes. Tonight, you are simply resting, knowing that you have everything you need to face life with calmness and clarity at the same time. Stoics practiced acceptance in a way that didn't just allow them to face the worst, but also helped them find peace in the inevitable imperfections of life. Acceptance isn't just about letting things happen. It's about letting go of the need to control outcomes. The Stoics believed that our mental and emotional energy should be spent focusing on what we can control. Our thoughts, our actions, and our responses, and letting go of everything else. This practice of acceptance can be a powerful tool for easing into sleep when we fight against what is, whether it's a difficult emotion, a challenging situation, or even the natural rhythm of sleep. We only create more tension. But when we accept the present moment as it is, without judgment, without expectation, we open ourselves to peace. Tonight, as you prepare for rest, think about how you can embrace acceptance in your own life. What are you holding on to that no longer serves you? Is there anything you're resisting, whether it's an emotion, a thought, or a situation? Can you release it? Take a deep breath and, as you exhale, imagine letting go of that resistance. In this moment, you don't need to fix anything. You don't need to change anything. You just need to be. As you lie here, releasing all tension, accept this moment fully. This is your time to rest, and nothing else matters right now. Acceptance also ties into the Stoic concept of surrendering, not in a way that implies defeat, but in a way that acknowledges our limitations and the natural flow of life. To surrender, in this context, is to embrace the present without trying to force it. It's about letting go of the struggle, letting go of the need to control, and simply trusting that things will unfold as they are meant to. You can practice this surrender right now. Let go of any lingering thoughts or worries. Surrender to the natural rhythm of your breath, to the weight of your body sinking into the bed, and to the peace that is surrounding you. There's nothing more you need to do, nothing you need to fix. Everything is as it should be. This is your time to let go, to surrender to the comfort and relaxation of sleep. You are safe, you are calm, and you are exactly where you need to be. As you continue to relax and allow these Stoic principles to guide you into a deeper state of peace, remember that the present moment is your home. The past is gone, the future is uncertain, but right now you are at peace. You don't need to worry, You don't need to fix anything, and you don't need to control anything. All you need to do is rest. Sleep is coming, but it doesn't need to be chased. It will arrive naturally, just as peace does when we stop struggling. Let go, breathe deeply, and allow yourself to surrender to the present moment. As you continue to sink deeper into relaxation, let's now turn to one of the most profound teachings of Stoicism, the art of self-mastery. This concept is at the heart of the Stoic philosophy, and it is essential for cultivating inner peace and resilience. Self-mastery is the ability to control your impulses, emotions, and reactions, allowing you to navigate life's challenges with calm and wisdom. The Stoics believed that true freedom comes not from external circumstances, but from the ability to govern oneself. They understood that while we cannot control the world around us, we have the power to control how we respond to it. Self-mastery, in this sense, is about creating an internal state of calm that is unaffected by the chaos of the external world. As you lie here, gently breathing in and out, think about the moments in your life when you've allowed external circumstances to disturb your peace. Maybe it was a stressful situation, an unexpected event, or someone's harsh words. In those moments, did you react with frustration, anger, or worry? The Stoics would say that the key to peace is not to avoid these situations, but to master your response to them. Tonight, as you prepare for rest, think about the ways in which you can practice self-mastery. How can you respond to stress, uncertainty, and challenge with calmness and clarity? The first step is recognizing that you have control over your reactions. You don't have to be swept away by emotions or external events. Instead, you can choose to stay grounded, to respond with reason, and to remain anchored in your own sense of inner peace. With each breath, feel yourself growing more centered, more in control. You are mastering your thoughts, your emotions, and your reactions, and with each passing moment, you are becoming more resilient. Self-mastery is closely linked to detachment. The Stoics believed that attachment to external things, whether it's possessions, outcomes, or even people, creates unnecessary suffering. When we are attached to something, we allow it to have power over us. If we lose it, we suffer. If we don't get it, we feel disappointed. But the Stoics taught that we should detach from the need for external validation and find our peace in our internal state. Detachment is not about withdrawing from life or becoming indifferent. It's about understanding that external events do not define our peace. We can enjoy the good things in life, but we do not need them to be at peace. As you lie here, think about the things you've been attached to, whether it's the outcome of a project, the opinions of others, or even a specific idea of how your life should be. What would happen if you let go of your attachment to these things? Imagine releasing the grip you've had on them. Picture them floating away, like leaves in the wind. Feel the lightness that comes with this release. You don't need anything outside of yourself to feel at peace. The Stoics believed that true freedom comes from detachment, not from rejecting life or becoming passive, but from realizing that our peace comes from within. Tonight, let go of the need to control, to possess, or to define your worth by external things. Surrender to the peace of the present moment as you practice self-mastery and detachment. Consider the Stoic concept of virtue, the inner strength and wisdom that guides our actions. The Stoics believed that virtue was the highest good, and that it was the foundation of a peaceful and fulfilled life. Virtue, for the Stoics, is not about conforming to external standards of success or approval. It is about aligning our actions with reason, wisdom, and integrity. It is about living in harmony with our values, regardless of what others may think, or how the world may judge us. In this moment, as you prepare for sleep, think about the virtues that you want to cultivate in your life, whether it's courage, patience, kindness, or wisdom. What would it feel like to live each day guided by these virtues, without being distracted by the noise of the world? Tonight, as you lie here, relax into the understanding that you are enough, just as you are. You don't need to prove anything to anyone. You don't need to meet anyone's expectations. You are already living in alignment with your values, and that is enough. As you relax deeper, feel the calm that comes with this realization. You are at peace with yourself, and that peace is the foundation of true self-mastery. Stoicism also teaches us about the power of endurance, the ability to persevere through hardship with grace. The Stoics understood that life is not always easy, and that we will face suffering, loss, and pain. But they also taught that we have the ability to endure these challenges with strength and wisdom. Endurance is not about avoiding discomfort or escaping from difficulty. It's about facing challenges head-on without being consumed by them. The Stoics believed that our ability to endure hardships is what strengthens our character and helps us grow. As you lie here, think about the challenges you've faced in your life, whether they are personal, professional, or emotional. How have you responded to them? Have you allowed them to defeat you, or have you found the strength to persevere? The Stoics would argue that it's in our moments of struggle that we discover our true strength. Tonight, as you prepare for rest, take a moment to honor your resilience. You have endured, and you have grown. You are capable of handling whatever life throws your way, with grace and courage. Let this thought fill you with peace, knowing that no matter what challenges you may face tomorrow, you have everything you need to face them. The practice of endurance also ties into forgiveness, forgiving ourselves and others for the mistakes and shortcomings that we all inevitably experience. The Stoics believed that holding on to resentment, anger, or regret only causes suffering. By forgiving others and ourselves, we release the emotional weight that keeps us stuck in the past. Tonight, as you lie here preparing for sleep, think about any grudges or regrets that you may be holding on to. Is there anyone you need to forgive? Is there anything you need to forgive yourself for? Imagine releasing those feelings of anger, disappointment, or guilt. Picture them dissolving, leaving you with a sense of lightness and peace. You don't need to carry that weight anymore. The Stoics taught that forgiveness is a key part of emotional resilience. It allows us to move forward with a clear heart, unburdened by the past. Let go of any lingering resentment and surrender to the peace that forgiveness brings. As you continue to relax deeper, reflect on how these Stoic practices, self-mastery, detachment, virtue, endurance, and forgiveness are guiding you toward a peaceful, restful night. The Stoics believed that peace is not something we find externally, but something we create within ourselves. You are creating that peace right now, with every breath, every moment of stillness. You don't need to chase sleep or force it. You can let it come naturally, just as peace comes when we let go of the need to control. Trust in the process. Trust in your ability to find calm, to endure, and to live in alignment with your values. Sleep is coming, and you are ready to embrace it with a peaceful mind and a relaxed body. Tonight, let go of everything that isn't serving you. Let go of the worries, the expectations, and the fears. You are at peace, you are resilient, and you are ready to rest. As you continue to relax and prepare for restful sleep, let's explore the Stoic practice of inner tranquility deep. steady calm that comes not from external circumstances, but from mastering our own minds and emotions. In a world filled with distractions, stresses, and overwhelming emotions, tranquility can often feel elusive. But the Stoics believed that tranquility is achievable when we learn to control our reactions and cultivate peace from within. It is a state where we are not disturbed by external events, where we find calm even in chaos. The Stoics were clear that tranquility doesn't mean avoiding challenges or trying to suppress difficult emotions. Instead, it's about learning to be at peace, regardless of what happens around us. So tonight, as you lie here and focus on your breathing, allow the stillness to wash over you. Feel the weight of your body sinking into the mattress, the softness of your pillow, the gentle rise and fall of your chest with each breath. In this moment, you are at peace. You don't need to worry about the future or dwell on the past. There is no task to complete, no stress to carry. Everything you need is already here, in the calm of this present moment. Just breathe and allow yourself to sink deeper into tranquility. This is the essence of Stoic peace, the ability to remain calm no matter what is going on around us. In this moment, you have the power to let go of everything that might disturb your peace. The Stoics often emphasized the idea of being content with less. In a society that often encourages us to chase after more possessions, more achievements, more recognition, the Stoics taught that true peace and happiness come from simplicity. Contentment isn't about having everything we want, but rather than being at peace with what we have. By focusing on what truly matters and letting go of unnecessary desires, we can find contentment in every moment. This isn't about resigning ourselves to a life of scarcity or settling for less than we deserve. Rather, it's about realizing that many of the things we think we need are actually distractions. They pull us away from the present moment and prevent us from fully experiencing the peace that already exists within us. Right now, as you lie here, think about the things in your life that you've been chasing. Have they brought you peace, or have they simply added to the noise? Tonight, you don't need anything more than what you already have. You don't need to be anyone other than who you are in this moment. All that is required for peace is right here, inside you. Allow yourself to let go of any desires or distractions. Just be. Let this sense of contentment fill you up as you breathe deeply, knowing that you are enough, just as you are. The Stoics also taught us the importance of clarity of purpose. In order to live a peaceful life, we need to understand what truly matters to us and align our actions with our values. Without this clarity, it's easy to become distracted, overwhelmed, or pulled in many directions at once. When we know our purpose, our reason for being, life becomes simpler and more focused. The Stoics weren't focused on external success, but on living with integrity and doing what is right. They believed that living a virtuous life, guided by reason and wisdom, was the path to true fulfillment. Tonight, as you lie here, take a moment to reflect on your purpose. What matters most to you? What are the values that guide your life? By aligning your actions with your purpose, you bring clarity to your life and create peace in your mind. You don't need to worry about pleasing others or achieving outside validation. Instead, focus on what you value most and live in alignment with that truth. This clarity allows you to release the pressure of external expectations and find peace in knowing that you are living authentically. As you breathe deeply, imagine that clarity settling within you, like a calm river flowing through your mind, washing away any confusion or distraction. Another important Stoic practice is the acceptance of imperfection. The Stoics understood that life is not perfect, and neither are we. We will make mistakes, we will face failures, and we will encounter obstacles. But instead of trying to attain perfection or avoiding mistakes at all costs, the Stoics taught that we should accept our imperfections as part of the human experience. Perfection is an illusion, and striving for it only causes frustration and stress. Instead, we can embrace imperfection as an opportunity to learn and grow. This acceptance of imperfection can be incredibly freeing. When we let go of the need to be perfect, we release the pressure to perform or meet unrealistic expectations. We allow ourselves to be human, to make mistakes, and to grow from them. Tonight, as you prepare for sleep, think about the areas of your life where you've been striving for perfection. Is it your work, your relationships, or your personal goals? Can you let go of the need to be perfect in those areas? Imagine what it would feel like to accept yourself exactly as you are, flaws and all. Feel the lightness that comes with this acceptance. You don't need to be perfect to be worthy of peace and rest. Just by being yourself, you are enough. Let go of any pressure to be anything other than who you are right now, in the quiet stillness of the night. The Stoics also taught the importance of reflection not only at the end of the day, but as a daily practice. Reflection is a tool for growth and understanding. It helps us to learn from our experiences and to stay aligned with our values. When we reflect on our actions, our thoughts, and our responses, we gain clarity about where we are on our journey and where we want to go. The Stoics practiced self-reflection daily, reviewing their actions, acknowledging their mistakes, and identifying areas for improvement. But reflection wasn't about self-criticism. It was about learning and growing, understanding that we are all constantly evolving. As you lie here, think about your day. What went well? What didn't? How did you respond to challenges? Reflect on these things without judgment. Just observe, and as you reflect, feel the peace that comes with knowing you are growing, learning, and becoming better each day. In this moment, as you breathe deeply, allow yourself to release any self-criticism. You are exactly where you need to be. This is your journey, and each day is an opportunity to learn and grow. Finally, the Stoics believed in the power of stillness. True peace comes not from busyness or distraction, but from the quiet moments of stillness that allow us to connect with ourselves and the world around us. Stillness is where we find clarity, focus, and calm. It is where we can let go of everything that is not essential and reconnect with our inner selves. Tonight, as you lie here, take a moment to embrace the stillness. Let the world outside fade away and simply be. There is nothing you need to do, nowhere you need to go. Just rest, just be. Allow the stillness to guide you into sleep, knowing that in the silence of the night there is peace. As you continue to ease deeper into the calm and peaceful state of rest, let's take a final moment to reflect on the ultimate Stoic teaching, the practice of inner peace through acceptance and surrender. We've explored various aspects of Stoic philosophy throughout this journey: self-mastery, resilience, emotional detachment, gratitude, and many more. But at the heart of all these teachings lies a central concept. Inner peace is not something that can be pursued externally. It's not something we achieve by forcing or striving. It's a state of being that we cultivate through acceptance and surrender to the present moment. In this moment, as you lie here preparing for sleep, remind yourself that all the struggles, all the challenges, all the busyness of your day are now behind you. They are no longer your concern. All that matters right now is the peace you can create within yourself. You have the power to let go of everything that isn't serving you. All the worries about tomorrow, all the concerns about what's yet to come, they are no longer your responsibility. Let them drift away like leaves carried by a gentle stream. Feel the weight of those concerns lifting off your chest, and with each breath, sink deeper into relaxation. The Stoics understood that peace comes when we surrender to the natural flow of life and stop fighting against the things we cannot control. Right now, you don't need to fight against anything. You don't need to hold on to anything. You can simply be. Just breathe and let go. The night will unfold as it should. You don't have to control it, shape it, or make it anything other than what it is. In this moment, you are free. Free to rest, free to sleep, free to surrender to the quiet peace that exists within you. The practice of surrender in Stoicism is not about giving up or resigning yourself to a life of passivity. It's about releasing the attachment to outcomes and accepting that life will unfold as it will. The Stoics taught that we are free when we stop attaching ourselves to external circumstances, to specific outcomes, or to expectations. The only thing that we can truly control is our own responses, our own actions, our thoughts, and our emotions. The rest, the Stoics believed, we must learn to accept with equanimity. As you lie here, think about the areas in your life where you've been fighting against what is. Are there things you've been resisting, trying to change, or wishing were different? Tonight, give yourself permission to release that resistance. Whatever it is, let it go. You don't need to carry it anymore. You don't need to change it. You don't need to worry about it. In this moment, accept everything exactly as it is. The past is over. The future is uncertain. All you have is the present. And in this moment, there is peace. Feel it. Let it fill you up as you release any lingering tension or thoughts that don't belong here. This practice of surrender is also tied to the concept of impermanence, the understanding that everything in life is temporary. Your worries, your stress, your struggles, and even your moments of joy of these things are temporary. The Stoics taught that by acknowledging the impermanence of everything, we can free ourselves from attachment. When we stop clinging to things, when we stop holding on to outcomes or emotions, we make space for peace. So, tonight, as you rest, remind yourself that whatever you are feeling right now, whether it's anxiety, restlessness, or even excitement, it will pass. This moment will pass, just as all moments do. The stress of the day is temporary. The challenges you face are temporary. And your peace, too, is temporary. But in this moment, it is fully yours. As you breathe slowly and deeply, think about the things in your life that you've been holding on to, things that are no longer serving you. These could be emotional burdens, old grudges, fears about the future, or thoughts about the past. In the quiet of this moment, choose to release them. Let them go, just as you would release a balloon into the sky, watching it float away. You are not defined by your past. You are not bound by your fears. You are free. And with this freedom comes the opportunity to experience peace, fully and completely. The Stoics also believed that our reactions to external events are within our control, but the events themselves are not. In every moment, we have a choice. We can either react to life with frustration, resistance, and fear, or we can choose to respond with calm, reason, and acceptance. This choice is always ours. As you lie here preparing for sleep, think about how you've responded to life's challenges. Have you responded with resistance, or have you allowed yourself to surrender to the flow of life? Tonight, choose to surrender. Choose to respond with calm and acceptance, knowing that you don't need to control anything. You don't need to fix anything. You don't need to do anything. Just let go. Let go of the need to force, to strive, or to make things happen. In this moment, you are free to simply be as you drift closer to sleep. Think about the peaceful stillness that comes when we surrender to the natural flow of life. This stillness is not passive or indifferent. It is a deep, abiding peace that comes from the knowledge that we are exactly where we need to be, and that everything is unfolding as it should. In the stillness, there is no struggle, no tension, and no striving. There is only peace. Tonight, as you prepare for sleep, embrace this stillness. Let it wash over you, knowing that in this moment, you are fully present, fully at peace, and fully free. Sleep will come naturally when you release the need to control it, when you allow yourself to be at ease with the present moment. The practice of Stoic surrender is not about giving up on life or retreating from the world. It's about accepting life as it is and trusting that, even in the face of challenges, you are capable of responding with wisdom and peace. Tonight, as you rest, let go of the struggle, the need for control, and the attachment to outcomes. Simply allow yourself to relax and let sleep come naturally. You've done enough today. You don't need to do anything else. You are enough, just as you are. Embrace the peace of this moment and surrender to the stillness that will carry you into a deep, restful sleep.